Hey guys, it's Darienne here, your certified spiritual rock star and the leader of the Rockin' Empath Revolution. And this is your video number 2 of the Rockin' Empath free mini course. If you have not signed up for the course yet, make sure you click the link down below and in this little info box, and you will sign up for these notifications of these videos every single time I post them, as well as some other little goodies I've got coming in the works. And you can join our Facebook group, the Rockin' Empath Facebook group. I also have a new thing going if you want to sign up for Facebook Messenger notifications, you can do so. So if you haven't watched the first video, make sure you head over to watch the Grounding from the Inside Out video. All of these videos are the basic essentials for all empaths. It's the stuff every empath needs to know. It's going to help some of you that already know about the basics, but it's going to give you some more just simple little tools to help you out. And then also for the newbies, for the empaths that just discovered that they were empaths, this is going to be some pretty monumental stuff. So keep on watching. So boundaries, 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 boundaries. You probably are all laughing with me because boundaries is probably the biggest issue for empaths when it comes to relationships with other people, when it comes to the people we have to work with, when it comes to our friends and our lovers and our parents and our siblings. We tend to not have any boundaries, and it's definitely a trait of the impaired empath, having zero boundaries. So if you find yourself doing things and resenting people, and you feel like you're doing things for people all the time, you feel like people are kind of taking advantage of you a lot, you feel like they come and just drain you and throw you like an energy rag doll and sort of have their energy way with you. They come and they dump their whole story on you and you're like, bah, and you find yourself people pleasing a whole lot, wanting to save the world and having people really take advantage of that and all these experiences. So you guys know, this is me, this is me, this is me. If that's happening for you, or even like this was me at one point when I first, or before I knew I was an empath, definitely keep watching. Let's talk about the concept of boundaries and protection, right? So a lot of empaths and a lot of the verbiage that you'll hear in the lexicon in the empath world is protect your energy, protect your energy, protect your energy. It really depends in the moment how you're feeling about those two different words. Sometimes the word protection can actually feel really fear-based. So if you feel like you need protection, it could be because you feel like the world is attacking you, or maybe you're in a really, really toxic, dysfunctional relationship with somebody that continues to even abuse you or take advantage of you, or whatever the case. My heart and my love goes out to every single one of you. Definitely continue to watch this if that's the case for you. I send you so much love. You guys know I feel you. I could probably cry just talking about this right now because I'm an empath. But really think about that. When you use the word protection, does it feel empowering, or does it feel like you're a victim? That you need protection because you're being victimized. And it's really a moment-to-moment thing. Sometimes protection is going to feel powerful and using the word protect my own energy, and sometimes protection is going to feel really fearful and like you're a victim, right? The Rockin' Empath is all about moving out of victimhood and really becoming an empowered empath, and so it's not going to serve you to feel like a victim. So I just want you to play in the moment with those words. Sometimes when you use the words boundary, or I want to do a boundary technique rather than a protection, protect my energy, or set healthy boundaries. Boundaries to me, sometimes it's different, sometimes it's not, but boundaries to me really feels a lot more loving than sometimes protection sounds. And sometimes I'm like, I need my protection. I want to feel safe in my cocoon of love, and that's it, and I don't want anybody else in it. And then boundaries feels like I'm letting love in. It feels like I respect you and your space, and I honor that, and I honor my space, and I respect my own space. So there's something really healthy that feels really, really healthy about boundaries. And it really is about, hey, this is my space, right? This is my beautiful energetic space, and I honor it, and I'm so willing to share it with you in the sense that you could be in the presence of my space, but I'm not going to jump into your space. You're not going to jump into my space, because I totally honor yours, and I also honor mine. So boundaries is really about honoring your own space. And that leads me right into my next tip here. The next tip is about setting boundaries, again, in this way of like shifting your perception about how you set your boundaries, okay? Here's the thing. You've got that friend that calls you at inappropriate times, that walks into your house without ever knocking on the door, that just completely crosses boundaries, that tells you things that you should do and tries to tell you what to do, and you're like, excuse me, wait a minute, what? That calls you and just dumps their shit on you, or you have a boyfriend that does that, or you have that friend, right? What we tend to do when we try to set boundaries is think about what you're saying vibrationally rather than what you're saying with your words, right? So what we tend to do as impaired empaths, we tend to do one of two things. We either ghost them, okay? And what that means for some of you older folks that are watching, to ghost somebody is to straight up no contact, cut off all contact from that person, and never ever speak to them again. Don't give them any explanation, because you're just like, I have given this person way too much of my energy and I just can't do it anymore. You can't even think about them without getting mad, and you just cut them off completely. Energetically, it is protection. It's protection from this sense of, it just feels like you're just like this tyrant, like, no. And what happens is energetically is you're actually pushing against them. You're saying no to them. No, I'm not okay with this, okay? I want you to just invite you, and I just want you to like this video if you're like, yeah, that's me. I've done that before. I've ghosted plenty of people just because I didn't know how to set boundaries, healthy boundaries for myself, and protect my own energy in a really healthy way. And I didn't know also how to articulate how I felt, because us empaths, we tend to have a little throat chakra issue where we don't know how to say the things that we're feeling. And so through all of the things that I've learned, I now have a really healthy relationship with myself and with boundaries, so I'm able to not have to ghost people and just tell them straight up, hey, this isn't okay with me, and feel completely fine about it. So here's another technique to sort of shift your perception. Rather than pushing against them and saying, no, 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 I want you to say yes to yourself. I want you to say yes because of you loving yourself. I want you to check in with your spirit and say, is this okay with me? No, this isn't okay with me. Well, what is okay with me? What do I want? I want to feel loved and honored and respected. I want my space to be honored. And when you get into the space of saying yes to your spirit rather than no to other people, you can actually say the words no, but feeling energetically really good about it. So it's really an act of self-love. So boundaries aren't about shutting out the rest of the world. And trust me, I know as an empath, sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes you need the protection. Sometimes you're just not in a space to be able to be like all connected to spirit and the earth and like loving yourself. Sometimes we're not there. Sometimes we're just like pissed off and feeling like a victim and we just need protection. But when we have any opportunity to do so, see if you can check in with your spirit and say, okay, it's pretty obvious when somebody's doing something that you're not okay with. Okay, I'm not okay with this, but what's beneath this? What is my soul sort of craving? Or what is my soul calling me towards, I know I don't want this, but what do I want? What can I say yes to? So getting in the flow of allowance, which is the word yes, versus resistance, which is the word no, right? So say no out of love for yourself rather than out of hate for them or for what they're doing, okay? So that's a really beautiful practice. And the next practice is going to be an actual technique to help you protect your energy. So this technique comes from Donna Eden, who teaches energy medicine. I teach a lot about energy medicine and EFT and tapping and all those sort of things. We're going to actually get into that in the next video, so keep a lookout in the next couple days. But this technique is called the zip up. So before you go out, before you start your day, before you have that maybe tough conversation with somebody that's crossed your boundary and you want to do it from a place of love and you want to feel really energetically protected, we're going to do the zip up. So energy medicine, it's working with the energy system that flows through the body. There's a few different energy systems that flow through the body. We don't really need to get too much into it. Just know that we have energy systems that flow through our body, right? So this energy system is one that runs from here and it goes all the way up the back, all the way down, and it comes back up through the center of our legs, all the way up the pelvis, all the way up sort of through the chakras, and it meets right back here, okay? So just think of that, right? Just think that that sort of connected energy, and we want to keep those connected. This energetic flow is also connected to your mental envisioning. So when you envision something while working with this energy system and connecting this energy, you're actually really creating from a powerful space. So what I want you to do is actually imagine yourself zipping up this sort of energy alignment, okay? So we're going to start off at the pelvic bone. We're going to bring our hands up just like we're zipping up our coat, okay? And while we're doing this, we're going to imagine our energy sort of zipping up. And so just imagine you're zipping up your energy, zip, 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 zip. And when we get up to our mouth, we're gonna lock the key and throw it away, okay? And that's just, I mean, you may think that it's just you doing some imaginative thing, but you actually are with the chakras in your hands, in the center of your hands. They're actually extremely healing. It's connected to the energy systems. I mean, we have energy running through us all day long. It may sound woo-woo, but it's actually science. Here's a little bonus. If you're feeling like you've just come home and you've got all this energy already in you and like you're about to zip up all this energy into you, you need to kind of clear it out, you can do the opposite. Unlock it, zip it down. So we're gonna unzip it. Imagine you unzipping that. Make sure, of course, you're in a safe space surrounded by, probably would be best to do this in solitude or surrounded by loving people. And then just sort of move your hands like you're clearing out that space, right? Clearing out the chakras. And then don't forget to zip it back up. So we're just imagining moving right up and zip it and throw away the key. So there it is. There is a whole bunch of information about boundaries, protection, really self-love, and really protecting your own energy. All right, guys? So let me know down below some of the ahas that you had in this video. Did you get any sort of a shift in the way you look at things? You could also share some of your ways that you protect your own energy. And of course, share this video with the hashtag #RockinEmpath. You can tag me, Darienne Empire. And if you haven't already, sign up for the email notifications for this course. It's right down in the link below here or in this info box right here. That will keep you notified of all of the videos that I have coming out here, as well as some other goodies that I have coming your way in the very near future. And then you can also join the Rockin' Empath Facebook group. So there it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in just a few days. We're gonna talk a little bit more about clearing energy, another basic essential for all of you empaths. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in a couple days. Mwah.